All right, global issues. So we are needing to kind of take a look at, I think, what I'll call alternatives in this issue. So a lot of our global issues this trimester tend to be kind of, what's what I'm looking for? I guess like two-sided, right? In other words, like black and white. So for instance, like, um, poverty. Well, all right. I mean, you're either kind of more in favor of helping American poverty or worldwide poverty, right? I guess you could kind of be somewhere in the middle, but it's kind of tough. Marriage. Okay, well, you're either in favor of just a marriage between a man and a woman, or you're in favor of allowing two men or two women to get married, right? There's not a whole lot of like middle ground. Um, but in this issue of abortion, there definitely is a third alternative, and so we need to kind of get into what that is and what some of the implications are for society and for women and just for families in general. So the assignment today is there's no real resources that you need to look at. Right, this is going to be a lot of just kind of common sense, but I want you to think through it. The assignment is to take the blank template chart that I provided for you, and you need to fill it out with positives and negatives of the three choices that a pregnant woman will be needing to decide between. Right, and these are fairly obvious. The woman could either keep the baby, she could abort the baby, or she could place the baby up for adoption. Okay, those are the three choices. There's really nothing else that's possible. Now we focus obviously on the abortion issue so far, but we need to think about the fact that this issue does have other alternatives. And so again, it's fairly simple. The chart has each of those options laid out, and it has categories for positives and negatives. You need to include four each. Right, so four positives of keeping the baby, four negatives of keeping the baby, four positives of abortion, four negatives of abortion. Now, obviously, you can expand your idea a little bit, right? And what I mean is, when you talk about the negatives and positives, these could be for the woman, obviously, right? But it could also be for the baby or fetus. It could be for the woman's family, right? Maybe immediate family or extended. It could be for other families that she knows, and it obviously could be for society. Right? In other words, the community that she lives in and the nation that she lives in as a whole. All right, so you can expand your view of positives and negatives there. You don't have to just focus on what these would be for the woman. Okay, you can branch out and think about what it would mean to other people as well. Okay, so again, it should be a pretty short lesson. But make sure you're at least detailed enough so that I know what you mean by that positive or negative. All right, I don't expect essays in this chart, but at least give me a full line so I know what you mean. Okay?